Co-main event time here at Clanwars 28 in a catchweight bout at 75 kgs. We've got Dave the Thrill Hill against Aodan the Dominator Devlin.
Yeah, two real evenly matched guys, both quality fighters, so this is going to be a hell of a fight.
A touch of gloves. And Hill again, just a little slip that seems to be happening to a lot of fighters this evening. And Aodan Devlin just stands back to allow him to get back up.
Devlin, the Ranger fighter, maybe looking to utilise that a bit more. Dave just shy with those leg kicks. Oh, big shot from Devlin.
He's got all of the neck at the north-south here as well, Phil.
Dave Hill will be looking to turn in.
Again, early in the fight, both fighters will be very dry. This is a good position for Aodan Devlin.
He's looking for the north-south choke. He's got the hands crossed. Beautiful reversal from Dave Hill. Just bide at his time.
Great work by Hill. Showing pure calmness on the mat there as well, Phil. A lot of people may have panicked, but Dave Hill showed his experience here. And
yeah, just took his time, assessed the situation, and was able to hit the reversal. Now Dave Hill in the dominant position, thought about knee on belly.
And Devlin now, you can see he just sits the knee up just to protect, so Hill can't step across again.
Nice heavy hips from Dave Hill. Looking to step over perhaps for the armbar.
He abandons it. Good work to abandon, I think, there. But good work again by Devlin to, again, exchange of position almost here now. We've got Devlin on top, inside control.
Yeah, both men illustrating that they know what they're doing on the ground.
Maybe working for a Kimura here himself, but again, Hill is aware of it. Nice hammer fist on the stand-up there by Aodan Devlin. And he stands away again.
Stand up, yep. Dave Hill happy to stand up and throw. Both men seem to be quite respectful of each other striking. Outside leg kick from Hill.
Devlin throwing a beautiful home run right hand there, but he's just shy an eye poke there, accidental from Dave the Thrill Hill. And Devlin just waiting a second now. He'll have 5 minutes.
Completely accidental, but that's just what happens with these gloves because they're open-handed. As soon as a fighter puts the hand out, another fighter can walk onto it. It's just that momentum causes it to happen. And
the referee, Decky Larkin, just calling for the referee, or I should say the doctor, to come in and just assess here Aodan Devlin. Again, he has time. This is always something you see, even at the highest stage, likes of the UFC, Bellators. Sometimes fighters, they're rushed into coming back from this, but they do have a lot of time of 5 minutes.
There's no rush, there's no pressure here for Devlin to get right back into the fight. He should take the full 5 minutes if he needs it.
And Larkin, just referee Decky Larkin did just have a word with Dave Hill there, just advising just keep the fingers in when you're stretching out the hand. As you mentioned, Phil, it is something, unfortunately, with MMA, with these open gloves, with the amateur gloves that the fighters will be wearing here this evening, there's a little bit more of a curve in the glove, so it doesn't happen as much at an amateur level as it does at a professional level.
But we have seen organisations with the likes of KSW introducing that curve glove. Now that does not negate against your finger being bitten, but it does negate somewhat against eye pokes.
I believe that was a little Norman Park reference there. Touching the gloves, and we're back on the way here at Clanwars 28.
Strong leg kick from Devlin. Seems to have got the bit between his teeth coming in now after the break. Catches the kick from Dave Hill.
And again, you can see Devlin wants to get into the centre of the cage each time. Each time they sort of have a little come together and he gets backed up against the cage, he rushes to try and get that centre of the cage back.
Good straight from Dave Hill, but was a returned hook from Aodan Devlin. Both men exchanging positions quite a bit here.
And Hill just ducked under that shot from Devlin. Big left thrown by Devlin, but Hill was out of the way. Nice by Devlin there as well to show Hill something, and he's seen his reaction.
Oh, he seems to have worked Dave Hill here, but Dave Hill has recovered quickly. Dave looking for those double underhooks, Devlin defending. Hill pushing Devlin against the fence, maybe looking for a takedown. Ooh, nice foot stomps of his own, and then knees to the thighs from Dave Hill.
Nice little uppercut on the inside there by
short uppercut,
Devlin.
no, yeah.
And them dirty, filthy foot stamps employed by Dave Hill.
And then knee to the thigh to finish. Solid opening first round from both guys. Devlin seemed to return invigorated after the eye poke break there. Really difficult round to score. Both men had a dominant position on the ground. Both men landed heavy shots on their feet. I would not want to be a judge right now.
I was only thinking that. I was going to bring it up. I'm glad you did. It's a tough round to score. They each had their moments. In a way, you could say Devlin was controlling the octagon. More so, Hill, when it went to the matter up against the cage, looked like he was more interested in that, where he belonged. But a very, very tough fight to score, and I'm glad I'm not a judge.
100%.
Indeed.
Indeed, no. Indeed.
Interesting second round lies ahead here.
Devlin
just noticeable there. He's just trying to wipe out the eye there just before the second round starts.
Dave Hill may be aware of that and may try and cut his angles to come in from that if the peripheral vision of Devlin is slightly askew.
Touch of the gloves, and we're on their way. Big right hook.
Oh, push kick just caught in
And
the eye.
as much as I say it doesn't normally happen in amateur MMA, we've eye poke number 2.
But to me that seemed like it may have been the toe, which I'm not 100% sure
There's
if
a
that's
cut
a foul.
on the eye, I think, of Hill there. I'm not too sure if that is a cut. It could be just my vision there.
Let's call it even on eye pokes then.
Again, it just seemed to be as Devlin was pushing away, he landed the kick. So I originally thought, like you, Phil, it was the kick that caused that, but not to matter. We're back underway.
Oh, good to the body from Dave Hill. Getting punished for that shot.
And again, Devlin doesn't want any part of the mat. He says, stand him back up, let's go. Becky Larkin does, and Hill is back on his feet.
Oh, lovely leg kick from Dave Hill. Drops to the ground, looks to sweep and curl for a leg.
And again, Hill looks like he wants this on the ground. He's rolling into the single.
Aodan Devlin doesn't seem to want any part of the ground. He's happy to utilise his boxing and his kickboxing. Good
movement again here by Devlin. He's not staying in front of Hill. He's constantly moving. A good combination, and he's out of there again. And Hill, he might be guilty of one thing, and that's chasing Devlin a little bit here. And again, a catch of the leg by Devlin. A low blow. Happy enough to shake it off. Well worth a Diamond Cup, I believe.
Where would you get one of those, no?
I believe Fight Store Ireland sell them.
Fantastic. Oh, beautiful exchange.
Big shots by Dave.
Oh, Dave Hill has rocked Aodan Devlin. He's going to want a posture and strike.
There was a couple of hooks there that looked to landed on Devlin and put him down.
Yeah, you could hear the slap off them as Devlin fell towards the cage.
Now Hill, he's sitting in position. He's maybe giving Devlin a little chance to recover here. We're holding guard here, and you can see him clasping down both arms.
He's got one leg through his Dave Hill.
Good work by Hill, though.
Maybe looking to get onto the back of Aodan Devlin.
Credit to Devlin as well, using the cage to get back up to his feet.
More foot stomps from Dave Hill. Knee to the body, uppercut.
And Hill almost looks the one that was hurt there. He looked exhausted looking for that takedown, but
good sprawl from Devlin, but Dave Hill chases him towards the cage.
He's on a single here.
Maybe on a high crotch.
Grab at a cage there by Devlin, that was blatant. And now ends up in a better position for it.
Don't think the referee's seen it.
In a crucifix position here for Aodan Devlin. And it all came from a cage grab that Hill looked like he had the takedown complete.
Hill snaking that leg in to try and reclaim guard.
Again, I just think it's a fighter's natural reaction. I don't think it's a I'm going to cheat and grab the cage moment. I do think it's just a natural reaction.
Yeah, I think it's anyone's natural reaction.
We've got in a choke here. It's a dance choke.
Has he got that? 10 seconds left. Can't give Hill, hold on.
He looks out of danger there, but
Aodan Devlin's going to be careful not to burn his arms out in this position. What a round of fighting here.
Interesting round again to score. You got to say Hill dropped Devlin. Looked like maybe he was rushing in. But Devlin seemed to recover really quick, Phil. When he had Hill in his guard, that was almost done him a favour, that he was allowed to recover, and he finished the round stronger, sinking in a close start show.
It's interesting. Devlin seems to want to keep the fight on the feet, whereas Dave Hill seems to be getting the advantage on the feet, but wants to take the fight to the ground, where it seems Aodan Devlin's getting the advantage. So we're seeing a wonderful paradox, a wonderful storyline unfold here at Clanwars.
For argument's sake, I think you could potentially argue 1-1 here on eye pokes, on rounds, coming into the third, all to play for.
That's all to play for, yeah.
The one thing I would say about Hill, just at the end of the round, that last takedown, it looked lazy or tired. I wonder, is he suffering with it? Is he gassed? It's been a high tempo fight.
He has 3 minutes now to give it everything and leave it in the cage.
But a great display by both fighters, showcasing their skills of mixed martial arts. The fight has taken place in most places here, so again, another highlight for Clanwars 28.
Yeah, two real gentleman fighters putting on a great show here. Oh, Dave Hill caught with a hook there coming in. And a leg kick.
And you can see Devlin now, he's more on the move again like he was in the first round.
Dave Hill may look to pressure him up against the fence.
Hill looks a little heavier on the feet. Maybe just needs a moment or two to get that second or perhaps third win in this fight.
Dave Hill a little bit static.
Hill was just sort of leaning out of the way and left his leg wide open for Devlin to kick. And again, good movement by Devlin. Devlin looks for the takedown.
Dave Hill looking to sprawl.
Good defense by Dave Hill.
Has the front headlock. Devlin pressures up against the cage. Dave Hill looking to dig.
Good work by both fighters, both offensively and defensively here. Good head position here for Devlin up against the cage.
Dave Hill has to be careful not to leave himself exposed and turn out the way and have his back taken.
Good drop down there by Devlin, beautifully.
He's got the hands together as he got it.
Picked him up for a ride.
A big slam.
Mad U style, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Right in the centre of the cage. Aodan Devlin.
He's back into that position where he seemed to lock up something at the end of the second round there.
He's saying something to Dec Larkin there as they're in the centre of the cage.
Maybe looking to hit a guillotine here, but Dave Hill turns in.
Good defense on the mat as well by Dave Hill.
Dave Hill turns to his back.
Good work again, Dave Hill. It's defensive, but it's good work on the ground. He's looking maybe to grab a Kimura here, possibly for the sweep. He has got the lock in, the hold in, but
Dave Hill claiming that Aodan Devlin was holding the shorts, which
he was, and he's got it.
Oh, beautiful from Dave Hill, beautiful reversal. Now he's in mount position, looking to land big strikes. Has the back of Aodan Devlin right back in the mount.
Beautiful scramble by Devlin, what a fight!
This is a fantastic fight.
And Hill is holding on to another Kimura attempt. He lets it go. What a fight. Both fighters putting it all on the line. This is a stunning fight. Big intake of breath by both fighters here.
Closing stances of the fight here. Dave Hill looking for the single.
And again, Devlin. If I was Devlin, I would be stepping off. Dec Larkin asking him what he wants.
Maybe
Devlin's thinking about it.
Dave Hill has an up kick there loaded.
Stands them back up. Both fighters blowing hard. It's taking Hill a little longer to stand up this time, but what a fight by both men.
Uppercut from Dave Hill.
Dave Hill rip into the body.
Leaving everything in the cage of these two fighters. 10 seconds left.
Devlin goes for the takedown and Hill avoids it and has a back fist. Wow! Both fighters left everything in there. Two of them embrace. A stunning fight by both Aodan Devlin and Dave Hill. Wow. The Clanwars crowd are treated to a great co-main event, and we go to the judges' scorecards, Phil.
Fight of the night contender, but how do you even go about scoring that? You can pinpoint points in the fight where every man had an advantage. Fantastic display of mixed martial arts by Dave Hill and Aodan Devlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges scored this 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Aodan